Yo, what is up, everyone? You know me, it's your man, Mario Fan 520. Welcome back to another movie review. Welcome, actually, back to Animated Month. I'm going to be doing a movie review about an animated movie, one of my favorites. But before we start, I would love to thank you guys for 150 subscribers. I'm speechless. I'm literally speechless. You guys are the best. Like, seriously, I am already near 200 subscribers. That's crazy. I mean, I even had one of my subscribers come up to me and say, dang, you're growing real fast on YouTube. But, yeah, I want to thank you guys for 150 subscribers. Right now, at this point, I'm at 151 subscribers. But thank you very much. You guys are the best. Thank you very much. You guys are awesome. All of you rock. All my 151 subscribers rock. But anyway, let's get this movie review started. So The Land Before Time is the 1988 classic animated adventure film directed by Don Bluth, one of my favorite animated directors, even though I've probably seen like maybe 4 of his movies. But yeah, this is probably his second best film. Possibly. But yeah, in my opinion at least. But yeah, The Land Before Time is a 1988 American animated film, and it's basically about a young little Brachiosaurus, I think, named Littlefoot or something like that. One day a tragedy happens. Basically, his mother passes away from some kind of T-Rex or something like that. And he and his other new friends that he meets along the way, they have to journey to a magical place where they can reunite. Called The Great Valley. Now, this movie is, I'm just going to say that this movie is fantastic. It's brilliant. The animation is stellar. The directing, I was surprised by how the directing and the storyline was made. The characters are very interesting. You cannot forget the characters. Like, my favorite character in this movie is definitely Littlefoot. He's just a kind-hearted little dinosaur. I mean, it would be cool, kind of, if they were still around today, but a fossil, they're fossils now, so they're not really, like, around. But overall, when you are watching this movie, it does catch your attention. It does keep you entertained. That's the thing that I love about movies, and that's the thing that I love about movies and stuff like that. They keep you entertained. They keep you watching some certain scenes that you love and stuff like that. Spoiler, if you haven't seen the movie, you will feel many emotions. But the thing that caught my attention about this movie is the animation. Let me talk about the animation before I get to the rest of the film. The animation is awesome. It's amazing. Like, for 80s and other stuff like that, it's perfect. It's perfect animation. And it kind of, to be honest, this movie kind of did top Disney during the 80s. It kind of, like, when Don Bluth made this, like, when started making this movie in 87, I think, or 88, It topped Disney. It topped some of the Disney underrated movies that were dropping Disney. This movie's not even distributed by Disney. I think it's distributed by Universal Pictures. But yeah, anyway, it topped Disney really good. But the movie's is not only about 5 dinosaurs that go on a journey to find home. It's mostly about these 5 dinosaurs that basically unite with each other in order to figure out how to survive from these events that are happening, like they're being attacked by the T-Rex and stuff like that, or when earthquakes happen. It's interesting to see. It's very interesting to see. And that's what the movies promise. That's what they promise out of this. And the first time I watched the movie, I loved it. My mom showed it to me. She told me that it was one of her favorites as a kid. And don't worry, I know about the sequels, the freaking 13 movies. I'm dead serious. If you don't believe me, go check it out on Google. But out of all of the movies, the first one definitely tops the cake for being the best. Okay, so now I want to talk about the characters in the movie. First off, let's talk about Littlefoot's one of those characters that makes it impossible for you not to love. He's a small dinosaur with a big heart to him and all of his other friends. Which leads me to the character of Sarah. This literally has to be one of the most bratty characters in not only animation, but also in movie history
itself.
What, you don't believe me?
Then she was the stupid long neck too. Never play with long necks.
And on the way, you meet other friendly and lovable characters like Ducky and Spike, and a flightless fossil named Petrie. This movie has always been one of my favorites. It's been my mom's favorites. It's been my family's favorites. It's a true animated classic tale. Even about dinosaurs. We don't really usually get that much movies about dinosaurs and stuff like that. I mean, unless you count other movies like The Good Dinosaur, but that movie's not as good as this movie. This movie's much better than The Good Dinosaur. I'm not saying it's bad, but this movie is amazing. This movie is made perfectly for the entire family. Kids and adults will have fun in this movie and stuff like that. But yeah, The Land Before Time has always been one of my favorite animated films since I was a little kid. And I haven't really paid attention to other of its films like the sequels. They're fine, but the first one is like the best. I don't know how many times I've watched the first Land Before Time movie. Countless times. I've watched it many, many times, and it's still great. It never gets boring every time I watch it and watch it and watch it. It's a perfect family film for the entire family. That's what I love about movies. No matter how many times you watch it, it never gets boring. It keeps you in the seat, lets you sit there, watch the TV or screen, whatever, and keeps you entertained. But I'm just gonna tell you this: if you haven't seen this movie, I'm just gonna say this. What are you doing? I mean, if you haven't seen this movie by now, it's almost 30 years. This movie's almost 30 years old, and definitely go check it out. It's a must-see animated film. It's a thrill ride for the entire family. Because if you haven't seen this movie, what the frick are you doing? Like, seriously, what are you doing what are you doing? Another thing that I love about the movie is how adventurous it gets, and it does come quick. And this movie's like literally an hour long. This movie's literally an hour long, and for an adventure movie, it kind of takes its time, and but during the movie progressive, it like kind of pace itself. I'm not saying it in a bad way, because it is good for some people. But for a movie that's only an hour long, it's very impressive on how fast it can get, like, exciting and stuff like that. It really keeps you entertained, like I already said, like maybe 2 times already. But it's that impressive for a movie that's only an hour long. And the thing that I love about Don Bluth's films, that they're smart, sometimes short films, sometimes they're not really that long films, but they're smart and they're clever, and they give time to tell a story. I've seen like 4 Don Bluth films, and only like 3 of them were good. But that doesn't change the fact that Bluth's animation is one of the best animation in history. It was so good his animation got nominated for being related to Walt Disney's animation. But I'm just gonna tell you this. As a kid, I would watch this movie and be like, that movie was amazing. But as an adult, I would watch this movie and be like, that movie was amazing. Didn't see that coming now, did ya? I'm serious. I watch this movie like almost every year, and it never gets boring. It's a very extremely fun animated film for the entire family. Kids and adults love this movie, and I love this movie. My family loves this movie. It's definitely a 80s classic, especially when it comes to genres like animation, adventure, and stuff like that, including dinosaur films. I love dinosaur films, and I love dinosaurs in generally. The Land Before Time has to be an all-time classic. It's definitely one of my favorites, and I'm going to give The Land Before Time an A. This movie is amazing. So thank you guys for watching me do a movie review of one of my favorite childhood classics, The Land Before Time. What's your favorite childhood animated classic? Comment down below, let me know. And I also want to thank you guys again for 150 subscribers. It's amazing, but thank you guys. I can't wait to get to 200. I'm very excited, and I will be doing another animated movie. It's a surprise. I will give you one hint. It is a Disney movie, but it's a 90s Disney movie. That's the only hint I'm giving you. But anyway, thank you guys for tuning in for another animated month video of me doing a movie review of The Land Before Time. And also thank you guys for 150 subscribers. Like, seriously, I'm speechless. But anyway, as always, I am Mario Fan 520, and I will see you next time. Peace out.